Hey there everyone, it's Weather for Weather Geeks time, the Hump Day edition. It's Wednesday evening, the 18th day of April 2018. A better day today. It was not exactly a heat wave, but we'll take it. After only reaching the mid-30s yesterday, we reached the lower 50s in a lot of spots this afternoon. And, you know, yesterday was a gloomy, kind of crummy-looking day, and today started that way. But as expected, it turned out to be a lot better. Watch this time-lapse video from our camera in Niles. This starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, and as we go towards the lunchtime period into the afternoon, from south to north, you're going to see that clearing working in, and that deck of stratocumulus clouds just becomes a few fair weather cumulus clouds and really just a crystal clear sky for a time late this afternoon. Another way to look at this is from the satellite. We just looked up at the clouds. Now let's look down at the clouds. And again, that deck lifting out from south to north as we got past the mid and late morning. And now we've clouded back up this evening, and we've got a warm front heading our way. It'll start to produce a little bit of rain as the evening goes on. This is not reaching the ground yet, this stuff here, as of 7:02. But some legitimate rain off to our west, and yeah, on the cold side of this, that is snow in Milwaukee, and over towards Madison, and up towards Minneapolis as well, and we'll get into some of that as we go into tomorrow morning. First thing we're going to see, though, some rain showers tonight. It's not going to be a ton of rain. It's not going to be the kind that's going to aggravate recent flooding. But by tomorrow morning, and I mean early in the morning, let me back this up. This is around 6 o'clock, just before daybreak. I think rain is going to transition over to snow from north to south, and it may thump for a brief time. You may see some big wet snowflakes right around daybreak tomorrow morning before it tapers off to spotty snow showers and flurries. How much are we talking about here? Yeah, modest amounts, yes, but it's April 19th tomorrow. Any snow is pretty unwelcomed in most people's opinion. Here's a look at our model spread. We're going to concentrate on this box right here, Thursday. And as you can see, with the exception of the Canadian, all our models are under an inch. I wouldn't be shocked if someone tried to get an inch in their backyard out of this. Roads should just be wet, but you might have to brush off your car in the morning if it's sitting out, if it's not in a garage. And on the grassy surfaces, some of the grass might get covered. Low impacts overall, just annoying for most people that we'll be dealing with snow again on the 19th day of April. And it's going to feel like yesterday. You know, windy, cold. These are the wind chills, no higher than the middle and upper 20s to around 30 tomorrow afternoon. Now, a cloudy, windy day tomorrow. I think we'll probably see a little late day clearing tomorrow, but clouds should filter back in tomorrow night heading into Friday morning. But despite a cloudy start to the day Friday, the afternoon should be pretty good. Now, it's going to be chilly again, no higher than the mid-40s Friday afternoon, but high pressure off to our west should give us a nice end of the day and a pretty nice weekend as well. There'll be some high clouds around, just kind of a milky sky at times, perhaps on Saturday. But a better day, we'll get into the lower 50s, and I've got 57 for a high in our forecast for Sunday. Now, as we take a look real quickly at the longer range, what you're going to see here, I'm showing you the European modeling departure from average map here. Of course, the greens and blues, colder than average. The reds and oranges and browns, those are warmer than average temperatures. Here's that cool air mass at the end of the week. That will give way to better weather, I think, for parts of next week. Here's next Tuesday. Notice chillier than average weather centered down over the southeast and out in the plain states, but we'll be close to, if not a little above average, especially by Monday afternoon and Tuesday afternoon. And we'll probably start taking some steps back during the second half of next week. Here's next Thursday. Pretty cool looking air mass for next Thursday. Here's next Friday. A little below average as well. I think as we go deeper into the longer range, we're going to, I've been talking about this for a while. We're going to see a less consistently chilly pattern. Here's next Sunday, for example, the 18th or the 29th, I should say. That looks like a decent weather map, at least in terms of temperatures. We're going to see the pattern starting to break down a little bit, but it's not going to be a complete reversal. You'll notice here as I go into May, this is May 2nd, you still kind of have a cool signature across the eastern two-thirds of the country. Not as cold compared to average, probably, as we have been, but we're not going to flip a switch and go right into a big ridge sitting over us and sending us into the 80s for days. It just doesn't look very likely for the rest of this month and heading into early in May. Wanted to show you real quickly how this April is doing compared to average and compared to the coldest Aprils, I should say, on record. We're not even close to the top. I mean, it's been a chilly April, but we're nowhere near the top of the list here. 1975. Now, this is just through the first 17 days of April. Through the 17th, 1975 tops the list. And, 2007 was a chilly April. And actually, interestingly enough, now we are tied with 2 years ago, 2016, for chilly starts to April. This does not include today's numbers, but today's numbers would not have changed this a whole lot. We're probably still in about 17th place on the list of chilliest first 17 or 18 days of April on record. So yeah, chilly, but we've seen much colder starts to the month. It's just, everybody's just tired of how kind of blah the weather has been. We've seen snowflakes 12 days out of 18 so far this month. Even if it was just flurries, that's a lot of days in April to see snowflakes flying in the air. And, it still kind of looks pretty barren out there as far as foliage. We're not really seeing a ton of buds, some here and there, but certainly running behind the pace we were at last year when we had a pretty mild April after an average March. All right, that's tonight's weather for Weather Geeks. I'll have another edition of this same geeky video online tomorrow evening. Thanks for watching, and have a great Wednesday night.